how would you explain why Draymond's assist numbers have gone from, normal Draymond level 6, 7, 8 per game to now 13 a game basically in February?
One is he's feeling a lot better physically. He's talked about it and playing catch up from early in the season. He's able to push and transition, and no big can stay in front of him in that respect. And he can, distribute. And a lot of our sets, we've kind of simplified things and gotten better at just be able to read situations. And, when he's at the top of the key and we have timely cuts, we're setting screens for each other, back cuts, all that type of stuff, it helps. And obviously guys making shots. So, his IQ, his basketball IQ is, second to none. And especially me and him, we have an amazing chemistry that, whether we talk about it or not, we seem to find a good rhythm. And, the three other guys that are out there with us, we're all finding more rhythm throughout the game. So, he's picking teams apart and obviously playing at the 5 has helped as well. So, we'll try to maintain that.
Steph, Kendra Andrews, NBC Sports Bay Area. You talked about your chemistry with Draymond just there a little bit, but how much easier does he make the game for you when you share the court?
It's built on, at 8, 9 years of experience that comes out, again, whether, we draw up something or we talk about something or we just kind of feel it or see it. And, it definitely helps just find open space out there and kind of exploit how teams are going to be aggressive on me. We kind of use that to our advantage. And these last 5, 6 games, it's a new level of that, obviously, in terms of what he's doing. So it's been pretty awesome to see.
Steve was just saying that he's never seen in his career playing, coaching, a gravitational pull like you've been having recently from defenses. Can you remember a time at any other point in your career where you feel like defenses were as tight as they are on you right now?
Davidson, my junior year. It's kind of one of those situations, but it's always just being prepared for whatever the defense throws at you, being able to not fight it, but use it to our advantage, whether I'm setting screens, not giving into it, but also not fighting it. There's a fine balance between, shots that you're trying to look for and ways that you're able to use the gravity and, off ball type of movements and cuts that get me shots, but also get other guys shots. So it obviously helps when Draymond's up there making those decisions too.
What does it say about this team's ability to play together that, when you're playing small like tonight, playing against a team that you're outmatched with size-wise and still able to come away with the win?
We're in that weird kind of in between of, a game like Brooklyn where you don't have any kind of hold on the game and they open it up on us, and then we bounce back against a team that's struggling, obviously, in a game that we should win and we have to win, and we execute, over 48 minutes. And I think we keep saying it over and over again. We got to prove it, but we're gaining confidence in terms of how we're supposed to play on a nightly basis and have a good opportunity, honestly, coming up. A good Miami team coming in, go on the road, some tough Eastern Conference opponents, but games that we feel like if we play the way we're supposed to, we match up with anybody. So that's the challenge ahead.
Steph, we talked about the gravity that you kind of take on from defenses. Despite that, second in the league in points scored per game, you're leading in 3 points made per game. You shot the ball at nearly a 70% clip tonight. Do you feel like you're garnering the appropriate attention in the current MVP race right now?
30 games in, whatever it is. Like I said, I would keep saying it until it's over. Like, the game speaks for itself. It is something that if you're watching us play and, understand what I'm trying to do every single night, that I'm playing really good basketball and I have to continue that. And we got to win games, and not just for an MVP race. That's what we play the game for. And, those accolades come. And I really feel like my job, obviously, in the way that I approach the game and what's got me so comfortable at this level is being aware of all the different conversation narratives and all that, but not getting distracted by, trying to change up my game or feel like I got to go prove something to be in an MVP race. That'll take care of itself if I do what I do, like I have been.
Steph and Steve talked earlier about your leadership style, saying that, you're not one of those guys who calls out people in front of crowds or anything like that. You don't get loud on them. Where did you learn that? Where did you develop your style of leading guys? Who did you watch?
Everybody. Going through the ranks of, middle school, high school, college, my early days in the career in the NBA. I have a certain personality where I like to have fun. I like to joke. I like to connect on that level. But there's also a discipline and a focus of how I approach the game in practice and in the off season, and finding that balance. And so that leading by example is always a huge component of, the work ethic that you need to succeed at every level. Trying to demonstrate that. MJ said that, he never asked anybody to do something that he wasn't willing to do. And that's something that hit home with me in terms of, having the presence and the ability to meet guys on any level. Because I know, the work that needs to go into it. And then vocally, it's picking and choosing my spots. Like you said, I have a style that I'm comfortable with, but also there's a sense of accountability for every guy in the locker room that I got to be aware of. So it's always evolving, but this year's been a fun challenge in that respect.
Yeah, Chris Alberts at ABC7. It was hard to see what shoes you were wearing, but you have obviously the Curry 8 beautiful flows. So those shoes have a message. And you talk about leadership also off the court. So what is the message behind those shoes for Black History Month?
It's just celebrating Black excellence and the creative spirit that my guy Devin Allen, who has documented many pivotal moments in our society, and taking pictures of movements, and he stands for just amplifying the Black voice when it comes to what we stand for, and in those moments he puts it into beautiful images and kind of owns that expression. So I've known him for a long time, and him living in Baltimore, I was able to collab on a shoe that he has a collection called The Beautiful Ghetto, and I kind of taken that inspiration, obviously, for the beautiful flow, and we're, like you said, celebrating Black excellence and the movement that we're in.
Steph, Mark Haynes from Clutch Points. Draymond had a great game again, tied his career high 16 assists. Do you feel that you were in any way responsible for not getting him that career high 17?
Well, yeah, because we didn't play the fourth quarter. So we did our job well enough that our second unit came in and closed the game out, so we didn't have an opportunity to go back out there. But he's trending in the right direction, so I'm sure we'll have another opportunity.
Steph could be.
Last question for Steph. Go ahead.
Okay, Steph, could be this win and the way that you won tonight could be a turning point about your season. And is there any secret about your great save this season?
We hope so. I think like I said, we sound like a broken record every time we win a game. We're like, we feel like really we're moving in the right direction. We're ready to put a streak together, and then we don't execute. So, gotta be done talking about it. Gotta go out and do it. I don't think it's a turning point, but we have a really good opportunity coming up these next 5 games or so to, prove to ourselves who we are and who we're going to be this year.